Cryptocurrency is a tradable digital asset or digital form of money built on blockchain technology that only exists online. Cryptocurrencies use encryption to authenticate and protect transactions, hence their name. There are currently over 1,000 different cryptocurrencies in the world. Lots of people have ventured into crypto and hence the need to shed light on it on the Eagle. On the Eagle today, we shall be taking a look at cryptocurrency scam or call to vigilance. But first, welcome to the Eagle, a program that chronicles the activities of the EFCC. My name is Aisha Muhammad.
I am Abdurrashid Bawa. I stand against corruption. I call on every patriotic Nigerian to lend their voices in this crusade. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. Together, we'll make Nigeria great.
We start the program today with the Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdurrashid Bawa, reiterating the Commission's resolve to work with the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN, in sanitizing the real estate sector. Bawa's resolve came about when the president of REDAN, Aliyu Orojiwamako, paid him a courtesy visit at the Commission's headquarters in Jabi, Abuja. Abbas Abubakar Umar tells us more.
The EFCC chairman, Abdurrashid Bawa, stated that the EFCC will support REDAN in ensuring that the proposed real estate regulation and development bill is passed so as to help in sanitizing the sector. He, however, bemoaned the rate of corruption in the sector and urged REDAN and all Nigerians to report acts of corruption in the real estate sector. Bawa stressed that the Commission had made its position clear from the beginning that real estate in Nigeria has turned into an avenue in which corrupt public and private sector practitioners are laundering the proceeds of crime with ease. He stated that it is the highest avenue through which proceeds of crime are laundered, second only to the financial institutions, particularly the banking sector.
I want to also assure you of our support, in terms of your mandate of seeking to sanitize, the real estate. To us, from the beginning, we made our position to be very clear that real estate in Nigeria has turned to an avenue in which corrupt public and private, sector practitioners are laundering their proceeds of crime with ease. In fact, it is the highest, avenue in which, proceeds of crime are laundered, second only to the avenues of financial institutions that we have, particularly through the banking sector. It is a sector that we, urge all, Nigerians to watch out for, to look at it, to also convey to us, information regarding anybody.
In his remarks, the president of REDAN, Aliyu Orojiwamako, stated that the purpose of the visit is to collaborate with the EFCC in sanitizing the business of real estate in Nigeria. He stated that with the EFCC as a partner lending its voice to the need for Nigeria to have law that regulates the sector, robust and increased housing development will be achieved.
The collaboration will warrant that our members will report their transaction to SCUM and NFIU in line with the Act. This is in furtherance to effective anti-money laundering, counter-terrorism, proliferations, financing in Nigeria, workshop that was held by McDonald Nadu in London, December 2021, which we were there together. Mr. Chairman, we are optimistic that your performance in the curtailing crime and money laundering in Nigeria will be further enhanced if we have your support with respect to the country having law that will regulate the real estate sector.
Wamako further said that collaborating with the EFCC will increase the contribution of the sector to the nation's gross domestic product, regulate transaction and standardize the business of real estate development in Nigeria. Abbas Abubakar Umar reporting for the Eagle.
The Batch A, Stream 1 and 2 National Youth Corps members serving with the EFCC under the supervision of the Enlightenment and Reorientation Unit of the Public Affairs Department of the Commission, had a 3-day sensitization program in secondary schools across the FCT in Abuja. The sensitization program was held with the approval of the Executive Chairman of the EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, in line with the core mandate of the Commission, which is to have a corrupt-free Nigeria. Again, Abbas Abubakar Omar is our guide.
A staff of the Enlightenment and Reorientation Unit of the Commission, Ogechi Okeke, who led the co-members during the sensitization program, urged the students to join the fight against corruption as they are the hope of the nation. She stressed that the objective of the sensitization program is to reach all Nigerians with effective and understandable campaigns against graft and to solicit the public support in the prevention of economic and financial crimes. The orientation exercise was meant to send out positive messages about the strong stance of the EFCC against cyber crimes and other internet-related crimes, which had become rife among Nigeria's teeming youth population in recent times. Topics of engagement with the student range from mandate of the EFCC, cybercrimes, to the effect and consequences of economic and financial crimes on both the society and crime perpetrators themselves. It also included measures employed by the Commission to root out the endemic corruption that has long bedeviled Nigeria. A 3-day project was held in 7 government secondary schools under the FCT Secondary Education Board in Jabi, Mabushi, Lugbe, Gwarimpa, Lifecam, and Area 10. Others are MSS Maitama and GDSS Wuse 2. Highlights of the event were distribution of zero-tolerance magazines and a pledge taken by the students to be upright Nigerians and to say no to economic and financial crimes always. Bas Abubakar Umar reporting for the Eagle.
Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and hundreds more are a hot commodity in online trading, and it's possible for a smart investor to make a big profit. But the prospect of quick riches can blind some people to risk and enable crooks to lure them into scams. Cryptos can be used to buy goods and services, exchange it for US dollars and other conventional currencies on digital markets, and even obtain it at specialized ATMs. But these virtual monies are not backed by any government or central bank, unlike government-backed money. The value of these virtual currencies is entirely driven by supply and demand. This can create wild swings that produce big gains for investors or big losses. Crypto investments are subject so far less regulatory protection than traditional financial products like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Cryptocurrency fraud has taken a quantum leap in recent years. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, received nearly 6,800 complaints of cryptocurrency investment scams from October 2020 through March 2021. It went up from 570 in the same period a year before. Reported losses grew more than tenfold to above $80 million. Lots of people are venturing into crypto, and hence the need to shed light on it. Ojo Chokutame Eche and our guest is standing by to shed more light on the topic crypto.
As you've heard from Aisha, we're talking about cryptocurrency, the different scams that occur in the cryptocurrency world or market or business, whichever word you'd like to give to it. And then we have in the studio this morning CSE, that's the Chief Superintendent of the EFCC, Nuru Buhari. He is the Head Advanced Fee Fraud 1 of the Lagos Zonal Command of the EFCC. Buhari, thank you so much for coming on the program today.
You're welcome.
Now, Buhari, I would like us to look at the meaning of cryptocurrency before we go in depth. How would you describe or define cryptocurrency to the layman on the streets?
Cryptocurrency is a digital form of assets which is based on a blockchain technology, and it usually come up as a protest by some individual unknown according to the pseudonym, the group or individual, nobody knows who actually does, but they did it to counter the banking process of payment systems within international borders. And so they created a cryptocurrency under which is the first one, the Bitcoin, which operate on a ledger. In there is no central authority, which is the central idea. It doesn't have a central issue authority or any person that control or centralized body that regulate it. So it is on a decentralized ledger system, which is kept in a public domain. Unlike a banking statement, that if I need your bank statement, I have to go through you. You too have to go through your bank and get your statement. In cryptocurrency, all I need is your wallet ID, and I see all your transactions from inception to date because it's in a public domain.
Now, how would you describe, or how important is the involvement of youth in the increase of cryptocurrency fraud in Nigeria?
That is a protest. So generally, the people that welcome protests and new ideas are youth. Yeah, the irony with cryptocurrency is just like the internet fraud, which they go hand in hand, which people call it the money of the internet. So it provides a room for money laundering. I can hold my money in hundreds of millions of dollars and move around the world. Nobody sees me because it's on my wallet. So it's easier to move money between any country in the world, which encourage the cross-border criminal transaction. That's why if you look at the entire transactions in cryptocurrency, 40% is done at the dark web. That's the underworld, where that's criminals and crime try to move their money. So so the youth are the people that have the technology. The youth are the people that have to move to accept it, which is an easier way to do the fraud.
I'm sure there are different types of cryptocurrency scams. You just mentioned money laundering. So let's look at other forms of cryptocurrency scams that exist in the markets.
Yeah, in cryptocurrency business, there are two types of crime or fraud or scam that happens. We have the crypto base, or people using crypto as a means. So using crypto as a means to do it, and using crypto as a tool for the fraud. So for the crypto, using crypto as a tool, that's most of our traditional scams has been moved into the internet. And that's the Ponzi scheme, the pyramid scheme, which they look alike, but they are two different fronts, which a lot of people do. They are all investment fraud. In the Ponzi scheme, you just, everybody calls you for investment, you do it and go. In the pyramid scheme, you recruit. The first victim recruit the second victim recruit, and the pyramid continue to grow. Some people will tell you, okay, invest, then we'll give you. These our traditional local frauds that we know, Ponzi and pyramid, have been moved into. Then we have basic crypto fraud, which the crypto is what you use for the fraud, which is the pump and dump. The pump and dump is a clear case of fraud where we on the internet and maybe a group of friends in the internet might decided to pick a unique cryptocurrencies. We have about 6,000 different currencies as at 2017. Today we have about 17,000 different currencies.
In the world?
In the world, yeah. Bitcoin is just one. We have Zcoin created by different people and then trying to, each one has its own peculiarities and reasons. Especially we have those that are for anonymizers. You do it to hide your transaction. Just as I earlier said that some of the is on the public, but these specific ones are not on public, like Zcash, Zcoin, and Moreno, and other coins that are best for, which is mainly for criminals.
Let's look at red flags. Now, what are those things, those minute or big things, as the case may be, that people should look out for so they don't fall victim to the tricks of cryptocurrency scammers?
Yeah, when you want to look at the red flags, first, in the two types of frauds, is one, if it is for the pyramid schemes and other things, the red flags is when you see is just the normal red flag of the normal scams you see, when a return on investment is unrealistic. For instance, somebody will tell you, okay, invest $1,000 or $10,000 and I'll be giving you $1,000 a week. You know that there is no business in the world. If you had that business, everybody will have dumped into his business. So when the return on that investment is unrealistic, is the first red flag for you to go into your investment. The second is because the internet is the base that provides for the cryptocurrency to run. So most of the people go there to promote their product. So when you see there is unrealistic promote, that's the promotion is more on Telegram, on YouTube, and everybody is trying to promote, so don't rush into it. Because if you rush into it, it's definitely crashing. Because that's the pump and dump, which I have not explained earlier. The pump and dump fraud, which is mostly they will set up and then promote it for people to buy the currency. There is a currency that was trading on the platform for less than $1. Within a week, it runs to $2,000. So a lot of people keep buying and rushing because it is moving. After 2 weeks, it crashed. A lot of people lost their money.
Let's bring it home to the EFCC now. I'm sure you receive reports of cryptocurrency scams every now and then. So tell us, how often do you receive reports? How would you rate the level of reports that the EFCC gets on cryptocurrency scams?
We receive a lot, mostly the victims reports, and we move on and we investigate. And at least we make a hell lot of recoveries here and there from some of the on behalf of some of the victims, and we were able to make a couple of arrests on the scammers, because most of the actors all believe one thing, is that on the crypto, if you are doing a crypto, you are anonymous and nobody will identify you, nobody will know you, because the only thing that is known to the public is your wallet ID, which is like between 27 to 36 character generated by computer. And the only thing, if I go to the maybe Bitcoin Explorer, I can only see your transaction, but I don't know who the person is.
Okay, in what ways does the EFCC help to fight activities of cryptocurrency scammers? How does the EFCC help people, whether they are already victims or not?
Yeah, for the victims, we try to trace the actors and recover their proceeds. And sometimes, I told you that it's being used for our local, normal, what we do in the physical world, they do it in the virtual world too. So it is also used to launder funds by all the people that launder funds, all the actors, whether in economic governance, be it advance fee fraud, be it banking fraud. A lot of people move their money through Bitcoin. So we use it as during asset tracing and recover some of the assets that people have now moved their asset into virtual assets.
Apart from that, how else does the EFCC help?
Yeah, we try the normal enlightenment, which your department is in the forefront, and we tried to educate people on what they should do and what not to do on the internet.
Now, before I let you go, Mr. Buhari, what would be your advice to Nigerians who wish to go into the cryptocurrency world? I'm talking about both victims or people who are already in the market and people who are, perpetrating these crimes you just mentioned.
Well, as I earlier said, you need to at least stay away from anything that promises unrealizable returns, and try to know something very well before you enter. Study it, read it, don't listen to the promoter. The promoter is there to promote and pull you into it. So if the promoter is a scammer, you are already a victim. So no matter how the promoter try to go back, get second and third opinion. Get your own opinion and independent opinion.
And to the criminals, what would you say from the EFCC?
To the criminals, I maintain, one of my mentors always say, and I will say it, he said, criminals are not paid to run, but we are paid to catch them. So we'll get them anywhere, anytime.
I now hand over the baton to Aisha in the studio. Aisha, please take it from here.
Well, thank you, Ojucho Kutami, and as rightly said by our guest, Nuru Buhari, always do your own investigation. Be sure of what you're venturing into. If you're just joining us, the program is still The Eagle, coming to you from the stables of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Here we discuss effects of the monster called corruption and the way out of it. On today's edition, we've been discussing cryptocurrency scam or call to vigilance. Given the importance of crypto and how many Nigerians are into it, the Eagle team went to the streets of the FCT to gauge their knowledge of crypto and level of involvement. Hussein Sana Abubakar is our guide.
Crypto, Bitcoin, or any virtual related currency is a form of digital or virtual secured cryptography. It is a decentralized digital money designed to be used over the internet. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency launched in 2008, and it remains the biggest, most influential and best known. Some Nigerians have chosen to partake in it, and that's why we're here on the streets to hear their views on what they think of cryptocurrency and their involvement.
Cryptocurrency is all about patience. If you are a businessman that can wait, then you can enter into cryptocurrency because it's all about buying and selling of money. So when you buy the BTC, maybe you look for cryptocurrency that are very, very low in price, as then you can invest on it, and hopefully with time the value will do what will grow. Once you notice that the value have grown, the price is up, you can sell and make a profit. It's all about buying. It's equal to buying dollars when dollar is low, and at the same time when dollar is high, you sell, you make a profit.
Before the ban by the central bank, so many Nigerians have been involved in it, even I myself as well. So it has been good because there's a lot of profits someone can be able to gain from it. And not like the Naira at which we have now. The Naira now, the one that CBN actually brought, the E-Naira, we can't eventually say there's profit towards it. But when you see this digital cryptocurrency, maybe in a short while, it fluctuates. So somebody can be able to bring out profits and be able to take out profit from the account or the wallet you created, whichever platform.
I know little about it, but I decided not to partake in it because of how it goes on, because it's a Ponzi something, and then sometimes you may end up losing your money and then end up not benefiting on it. So looking at it, I decided not to join it.
You've all heard from the respondent. From me, stay away from economic and financial crimes. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Usaini, for that vox pop. The EFCC, in a bid to sanitize its system against internal corruption and to ensure that its officers conduct themselves in a professional manner, has, through the Department of Internal Affairs, opened up dedicated channels for reporting acts of misconduct by its officers. To report any case of misconduct by any officer of the EFCC, kindly send an email to dia@efcc.gov.ng or call the Servicom unit of the EFCC on 091 5899 354. Note, you can only call or send an email when you're 100% sure you have supporting evidence to back your claims. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode of The Eagle. We will be back next week, same time, same station. Don't forget to keep a date with us. But before we go, here is a reminder that you can send an email to info@efcc.gov.ng and speak to our officers on 0809 3322 644 and follow us on all our social media platforms at official EFCC for matters relating to economic and financial crimes. If you see fraud happening, use the EFCC mobile app, The Eagle Eye. Download the app, follow the steps and report fraud on the go. You can also take pictures of corrupt practices and upload them. My name is Aisha Muhammad, leaving you with this parting words from Napoleon Hill that says, "Don't wait, the time will never be just right. We all have to strive to do the right thing at all times and be the change we want to see." Goodbye, God bless Nigeria. Please do stay safe, be kind to one another and enjoy the rest of the week.